Okay, so now we're going to find the equation of the tangent line f of x equals 4 square root of x minus 2x plus 1 at x equals 4. So first, our first step is to know our point. Right now, we know our x, but we don't yet know the y. So we're going to plug in 4 in this equation, which is going to be f of 4. 4 square root of 4 minus 2 times 4 plus 1. And this will give us a total of 1. So our point is 4, 1. Now that we have this, we're going to derive our original equation. To do this, we know that we need to simplify this first, as we cannot leave an x inside of a root. So our f of x is first going to be 4x 1/2 minus 2x plus 1. With our equation in this form, now we can derive. So it's going to be f prime of x equals 1/2 times 4, which is 2, 1/2 minus 1, which is negative 1/2. This x has an exponent of 1. 1 times negative 2 is still negative 2. And this x is going to disappear as 1 minus 1 is 0. And this 1, since it has no x, we will not include it in our final equation. This equation is not ready yet, as it has a negative exponent. So, in order to have it meet what we need, we're going to have 2. We're going to leave a 1 up here, and we're going to bring the x down along with its exponent. So now we don't have any negative exponents. This is our final derived equation. So f prime of x equals 2 1/2 x minus 2. Now we're going to plug in our point at f prime of x. So we have our derived equation, f prime of x. So we're going to plug in f prime of 4. 2 and this will give us a total of negative 1. Negative 1, sorry. So we know our m. Now this we will need to substitute it to make an equation. So now we know our m equals negative 1. So our original line equation is y equals mx plus b. So we're going to plug in our 1, which is y, our m, which is negative 1, our x, which is 4, in order to find our b. So negative 1 times 4 is negative 4 plus b. We will add this to get 5 equals b. So 5 equals b. So now all we need to do is substitute these two into our equation, which will end up being y equals negative x plus 5. I hope that you found this tutorial.
Okay, so I'll explain this problem. That is the problem number 30, I think. Doesn't matter. So we need to solve this problem algebraically. Already here. So the first step in every limit problem, is that you'll need to plug in the number when x equals something. So if we plug in the 4, okay, here it's the 4, the answer is 1 over 0. This is not an answer. In this case, when there are several rules that you'll need to know, but when you are solving algebraically and you have this, a denominator that equals to 0, there's a whole, or some people will say it's undefined, some people will say it's does not exist, it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's a hole. So what you need to do when there's a hole here, is that you need to use numbers that are less, okay, less, and more than the number you are given. So in this case it's 4. I'll need to use numbers that are plus and more and less than 4. So you can use whatever number you want. In this case I'll use when limit is equals to numbers that are less than 4, I'll use the number, I don't know, 3.99 as my x value, minus 4 squared, it's equals to, you need to plug in the calculator, 3.99 minus 4 squared gives you a positive number. So the answer that you'll get, it doesn't matter. So I don't know, if you can do it without a calculator actually, but 3.99 minus 4 squared gives you a positive number. So the answer that you'll get, it doesn't matter. So I don't know, if you can do it without a calculator actually, but okay. So when you plug in these numbers, the number you'll get here, it's a negative number, but as you have the squared value here, the squared exponent, you'll get a positive number. So the answer will be positive infinite. Here, okay, when the values of x approaches to numbers that are more than 4, it's the same process, so you'll get 4.1, let's say, minus 4 squared. Okay, so when you can plug it in on the calculator, or you do it without a calculator. So 4.1 minus 4 is equals to 0.1 squared. You can plug it in on the calculator, or you do it without a calculator. So 4.1 minus 4 is equals to 0.1 squared. It's 0.01, so it's a positive number. So the answer will be positive infinite. As you have the negative, so as you plugged in a number that is less than 4, than the whole, and the answer is positive infinite, and with numbers that are more than 4, so that is equals to the whole. It's positive infinite 2. The final answer obviously will be positive infinite for this problem.